Hi everyone, it's Rivka, and today I am back with another Plan With Me spread, the spread from the 26th to the 1st, which is SO Easter. So even though I've been gone for a little bit, we're going to jump right back into the norm of covering the bottom color with white sticker paper to get rid of the color and be able to start with a blank canvas. And I know I've missed a couple weeks. I filmed the videos, but I didn't have a chance to edit them, so I will be still editing them and posting them even though they're going to be late, just so that you guys can see them, because they were actually really cool spreads in my opinion. So I'm going to make sure that I post them even though they're late, and I hope you guys don't mind. So we're going into washi, and even though I normally cover up the colored numbers, the numbers actually went really well with this Easter spread that I'm doing, so I just left them as is. And I'm starting off with this yellow washi tape. It's yellow and what's almost like clear spots, but because they're clear, they turn out white. I got this from a clearanced out Michaels, I think it was like the Create It line or something like that. They had a tube of washi. It was clearanced out really low, so that's where I got in that yellow one. And this Easter egg one, which I'm layering on top of the yellow, just so that I had wanted to use the egg on the bottom, but they don't have a background color, so the yellow actually gives it the background color, and I think it turned out really cute. But as I was saying, this one came from the Recollections holiday box that I had gotten ages ago by now, but I think they still sell it. And that's also where I got this next washi, this light blue flower one that I'm putting here at the top. And I didn't want it to overlap onto the numbers, even though normally I do, because this time I'm keeping the numbers. So I lined it up at the top of the numbers, and I let it overhang, and I'm just going to cut off the excess of it. And I actually had done that on the bottom too, but you couldn't really see it because I only did it with the egg washi, and I did that so that the eggs were completely on the yellow washi, because the eggs were the same size as the yellow washi, but the egg washi was slightly bigger, so it works out. And I just am trimming off the edges like you can see here, and it's going to turn out really cute. Obviously I've seen it by now, and I'm actually quite surprised. I'm not somebody who usually likes all these colors and the pastels, but I wanted to do it for Easter, and I think it ended up coming out really cute. And yeah, so that's not all the washi. I'm just cutting these off so that they're not in the way and they don't stick to each other or the board while I'm trying to move the paper around to properly lay out the rest of the washi. And the other washi, this next one, is pink with flowers, and it also came from the Recollections box. And it was like in the spring section of that holiday box, so they all do go really well together, if I do say so. So yeah, I'm just cutting it off, and then we're going to move on to the next washi. And most of the washi, I think you just saw, I've put on those mason jars, like I've wrapped it around, but this one, it didn't have I'm going to say a matching one. It did. It had the ones that are on the mason jar you guys just saw, but there wasn't room on it for this one. So I just let it be, and we'll see, maybe I'll end up wrapping it around a mason jar at some point. And yeah, so I'm using this down the side, and I'm going to use it on both sides to kind of create a border, and my trusty 6-inch middle ruler to come and do the cutting for this one. And yeah, I'm just going to keep going. I hope everybody has been good, even though I've been, I'm going to say, MIA for a little while. I hope you guys haven't lost interest, if that makes any sense. And yeah, so I actually have 2 Plan With Me's, I'm going to say, in the works, as well as a DIY and a haul. So stay tuned, and those will be posted as soon as I possibly can, hopefully over the next couple weeks. But I ended up getting really sick and not able to do editing, so hopefully my health will stay well enough that I can keep on doing this. So what I wanted for this next edge was a thin piece of this pink, but I thought it would be easier and just it would make it nice and straight if I lined it up against the other side of the spread. So as you can see, it's like literally right together. So there wasn't enough room to get the scissor in between, so I'm just using a 12-inch metal ruler, which I had gotten from Dollar King or King Dollar or something like that, and the straight blade, which I got from Dollar Tree, and slid it down the side. And it kind of guided through because it was right in between both of those pages. So on to quite the fun part, which is stickers. So to start with, I'm going to use these ones, and I've had these stickers, those pastel ones, forever, but then I realized I wanted to actually put more washi down, so I guess that's what I'm doing now. I thought I'd do that later, but I guess I stopped and went back to do this. I'm using it kind of as a header thing, but I wanted to add more of the color in, and so I'm putting it down the middle line, and I'm just lining it up with the top of the black. That way, the top of the black, I don't have to worry about the color of it. It kind of just is the top, which is a little bit darker because of the black, so it's all good. And then I wanted to put more color and get rid of the black, so I'm using these sticker washi headers, I think is what they're called. I don't remember it for sure, but I'm pretty sure I had gotten these from Exo Mama Plans in one of her spreads that I had gotten, but I didn't use them in that spread, so I just kept them. I cut them out and kept them, and now I'm really glad that I did because I've got nice glitter headers for this. And if I didn't get them from Exo Mama Plans, I got them from Temp Loves Craft, those are the only two stores that I have so far bought stickers from Etsy, so it's one of the two. And I do know that these glitter ones that I'm using now, they say To Do and Today, those ones most definitely came from Temp Loves Crafts. So the glitter looks slightly different, like it's a different kind of glitter almost on them, so that's why I was thinking that the other one came from Exo Mama Plans. But as you see, I was just trying to figure out where I wanted to put the To Do ones and the Today ones, and once I made the decision, I just laid them out. For the most part, I would have put down to-dos, but there weren't enough to just put down for all 7 days. So for the weekend, I put down the todays, and I think there's one other today that I decided to put that on Tuesday, because that one isn't as much of a to-do day. Since I do the major house cleaning on Monday, I try to lump it all together, because I can usually only do 1 day of cleaning, so I do it all one day, and just spot clean throughout the rest of the week. But Tuesday's usually a little bit less, like I try to plan less in case my body decides to crash from Monday. But I decided to put down the weekend banner because that matched the green headers, and then a little box for what I have listed on that post-it, which is actually a minimum day for my son's school. Yeah, clearly tongue-tied. Okay. So now, speaking of my son, I'm laying out his header, which I just made myself in Word and printed out on label paper. And I'm just going to put those all down. And that's, I'm going to say, pretty regular. I tend to keep the top box for me, the middle box for Tyler, and the bottom box for my fiance. It's just, it works really well for me, at least so far. There's been a couple weeks when it's been a little bit odd because like we spent the whole day together or whatever else, and I hadn't known that ahead of time, so it all ends up working out afterwards. And this, since it's what works, that's what I keep doing. So now I'm just going to put down a couple of the stickers that I know, what I know of for the week. And again, with my health, I don't always know what I'm going to do, but for the most part, I'm able to do the cleaning on Mondays. And as you can see, I do laundry, clean the floors, clean the bathroom. The kitchen I tend to also end up cleaning, but sometimes I do that, I'm going to say Tuesday or Wednesday, but obviously I always spot clean throughout the entire week, and I actually clean the kitchen a couple times a week just as I'm in there and cooking for myself. I clean it if there's been a mess. And so yeah, now I'm just putting down the Cobra Spec Technologies stickers, which that's my fiance's company, so I thought that was appropriate to have marking his box. So yeah, and obviously I put down the YouTube videos, and now, since that's all for the functionals, I decided to decorate it. And as per usual, the first thing and biggest thing that I almost always do is I cover that notes thing. Even though this time it does kind of match color-wise, I don't like how it looks sitting there, so I was trying to see if any of these stickers would cover it completely, and it turns out none of them quite did. Even though they were big enough, there were parts of it would poke through. So I put down this pink sticker, which kind of matched the washi, yeah, I think I said that right. And then I was trying to decide which one would cover the words on that the best and just would go well, and I chose the star. But the other stickers end up all over the planner spread, so nobody feels left out. No, they're kind of glittery, and they're the perfect colors, so I've had it in my stash for a very long time. I've used like one sticker here, one sticker there over the years, but I thought it was time that they got to be properly used and appreciated. So that's what I am doing here. And this spread came out really cool. Even though some of the colors I didn't think would totally go originally, it does. It ends up going out really well and blending all together very nicely. So I'm taking off the Post-it and writing with my pink Staedtler, marking the day. And normally I put down a school sticker there as well, but I didn't have any printed at the time, so I'll probably put that down once I do another batch of printing. And that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please give a like and subscribe for more videos, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.